We didn't come out with this board on the summer to be the first one out, to make big statements. We were the first one to do it. I've been working on this project for over a year now, and I can tell you that this is going to be the board that is going to revolutionize windsurfing. Just for the simple fact that it's stiff, it's light, and planes possibly earlier than any other freeride board we have in the range. Pass through the lulls faster, and it's a very reliable feeling. Still, you still see this board, which is basically a full proto. We have other more advanced type of boards which are going to come very soon, and we are hoping to release the board in March. End of March will be the time that you're going to have the full final production board ready. But what was our main concentration is we really wanted to have a board which is the stiffest you can get in an inflatable board. The problem with inflatable board is, of course, the fact that you have a mud strap attachment and a full strap position. So the first inflatable which I tried actually put a sharp rail and a stiffer type of fin on the board on the Air Wave of last year, the blue one, if you remember that one. With that board, it was very straight, and the first time I tried it, the first thing I noticed was that the fact that the sail was pushing the nose down and the tail was flexing. So the board was actually doing like that. And every time I was able to plane, but every time I was going through the chops, the board was touching, was sinking underwater. So it was the problem of stiffness was not only the feeling on the water, was the fact that you were flexing so much the nose that you were sinking underwater. So I thought about, you need a board with rocker, you need a board which has more curve. And that's why we have this pronounced nose scoop on this board. You don't want to have that effect anymore. You don't want to pitch the board down. But actually, I didn't have that type of technology that I have today at that time. So what we did, we actually introduced the triple stringer technology on this board, which is basically what you see over here. 1, 2, 3. 3 dynamic stringer technology makes the board as stiff as it gets. This board is probably 30% stiffer than any other conventional inflatable board you find in the market. And that is the base. The board is stiff, and it's the stiffest inflatable windsurf board we have to date. Not only that, still you see at the prototype stage, the power box we have designed together with Werther, our CAD designer from many years, is a box that is incorporated into the board itself. It's not just something you put inside or is outside. The box is part of the board. You can see it. When you flex the fin, you really flex the fin as you flex it on a composite board. So the box is super stiff. And this is the key point on an inflatable board. Because the inflatable board, it's not like, doesn't have a sharp rail all the way through. It's not as stiff as a composite board. You can really pump it with your feet and hope it to come out of the water. If you don't have a real stiff point under your fin, the board will slide through. It's super important also when you get powered up over 15, 18, 20 knots of speed, or even faster. We can go up to 20, 25, 30 knots with this board if you want to scream downwind. It's phenomenal. If you don't have a proper fin set up, designed as a real windsurf board, not just as a toy, the inflatable board is not going to take off. That's why we want to come with a proper tested board into the market, and to make sure that once you get the board is good, it's reliable, it's sellable. The rail, we did 4 different design type of rails. This is not just the rail you find in the market. It's a rail that we designed because it has to improve and to take the contour of this angle over here in the proper way. Has to glue properly on the board because you don't want this rail to come off. If it comes off, it's really hard to be glued back. Not only that, at the same time, the density of this PVC material has to be soft enough to be rolled, but when you unroll it and you inflate it again, it has to be straight. It doesn't have to be curvy, it doesn't have to be angled. So the PVC density and the design of the rail itself has been through the process. What you see here is the result after 1 year of testing. So for those of you guys that haven't tested out, Maybe today we're gonna have a little bit of wind, I hope, but it is just phenomenal. Whoever tried it, you know, can speak it for itself. I'm not here to tell you lies, but last guy that tried it out was John yesterday.
I tried it yesterday for the first time. He's been going on for like a year. So, it's the future, it's the future. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I tried it yesterday. I was blown away. It's like, I jumped on it, it planed super early. I flew out across the bay. First jibe, fully carved in, full planing jibe, came out, like blown away, come off the water, like amazing.